Hello everyone, I'm CrypticFox, and welcome back to another live stream here with Oxygen Not Included. We're continuing the Needy Acropolis colony that we started a little while ago. We've kind of been toying around with it a bit. The update is now live, and it's part of the main part of the game, so now it's the official version instead of just the test version, and a lot more people are kind of getting out and getting a chance to try it, which is really cool. We've done fairly well with the colony so far. Oxygen's in a really good place. Our food at 86,000 calories. Oh, that was a sudden drop to 77,000. All right, so we have 77,500 kilocalories. I think we're in good shape that way. So we're not really hurting for food at all. These little planter boxes full of bristle blossoms are giving us pretty much an endless supply of food, which is pretty cool. If we do need fertilizer for them, we have a setup over here built for that, although I'm not really churning much through it right now because it's kind of drawing a little bit too much power, and I want to focus on making sure that our oxygen production stays. But if you were watching the last stream, you know that we headed out this way. Nope, we didn't. We tried searching that way and found the edge of the world. So we went down. And then going down, we went through a couple of different biomes down here, all the way down until we got to the bottom where we finally found some magma. And I really want to play with the magma. So as I understand it, we can dump some water on it, things like polluted water. That will help turn it into steam, and then we can convert that steam back into fresh water, which is kind of cool. We can use that steam to melt the ice biome up here, but I don't really have an exact plan for what we're going to tackle today, but I do know that I want to go play with the lava a bit, see what we can do to try to create a little bit of a steam chamber down here that we can use to make some fresh water. I have a feeling it's going to melt this whole thing up here, and we can also tap into some of the other water that's around here. Oh, we've got another ice biome. We might be able to melt this one too. Got some more polluted water over here. So, I mean, we can try to dig around a little bit and see what we can do to melt things. This neutronium, though, we can't dig through, so we're definitely not going that way. And even the abyssallite is going to have a hard time. We're going to have a hard time getting through that, too. So we'll see what happens. Thanks, everyone, who showed up in the stream early. I see you guys have all been chatting and stuff. That's awesome. Everything seems to be going along fairly well now, and usually when that happens for me in this game, that's right before the wheels fall off the bus, so we'll see what happens. But we do have a really good supply of food. For the most part, we have our temperatures under control, although down here, the battery room is a little bit warmer than I would like it to be. We could do a little bit to kind of take care of that, but I'm not really going to focus on it too much in this stream, I don't think, because I really want to go down and play with the lava instead. So I think maybe we'll do that first. I think I'm going to need some sort of an oxygen creation down there. It's funny, like, I wish I could get all this wonderful water that's up here all the way down to that lava. And I might even be able to dig a channel that goes all the way up there. Yeah, I might even be able to do that. So I think we'll start first with what's down here at the bottom, though, because we're going to need to dig out all this wonderful slime that's down here. So I'm going to set these guys to work on that. Let them start all this digging. This water here is going to be a bit of an issue because it's going to turn into steam really fast when it hits the lava down here, or the magma. I'm really curious to see what will happen with the abyssallite. It's at like 250 degrees Celsius, but abyssallite has a really low temperature conductivity. It's like -1 to the exponent negative. It's 1 to the exponent -5, which is like a super low thermal conductivity, which is why it doesn't freeze the heck out of you when you cut into it. But consequently, it also probably won't pass along its heat too well. So I don't know. I'm curious to see what will happen. I was kind of hoping I'd have like some igneous rock or something. Trench stench. Oh, all right. I guess he's been hanging around in the stinky air for too long. Just gonna double check we have a decent air here. No, we got a little bit of air there, so they have a place where they can breathe. This is all polluted oxygen. Technically, they can breathe that, but that's what gives them the disease if they're hanging around in that stinky air too much. This is all polluted. Oh, look, we got a little airlock here. A little water-based airlock just hanging out in the middle. Must be draining down from the ice place up top. So hopefully they can get in here and do a little bit of digging around. I kind of need to set up... I do have a small oxygen chamber here. And it has high concentrations of breathable oxygen, so that's good. 9.4 kilograms. Wow, they can go in there and breathe. I guess I should probably make sure they have a little ledge here they can step on. Otherwise, they may not be able to reach it. You know what? I should probably cancel that. We'll do a mesh tile, because there's going to be water falling from above. Let's do that. All right, so, oh, wow, they took that out fast. Okay, so I'm going to try and clear out all the slime and all the gold and amalgam and stuff that's in here. I don't know that I have even enough storage space to put all this slime, but we're going to find out soon enough, I guess. Let's get a little, we're going to need a little ladder here so these guys can dig out this stuff that's up here. What did I make that out of? Igneous rock. Granite, sedimentary rock. Oh, of course, they picked the one that has the... I forget this thing always defaults to the the stuff that you have that's on the extreme left, and I always forget to switch it over to a different type of rock that I have much more commonly, but that's pretty cool. So if you guys want to chat, ask any questions or whatever, you can feel free to toss them out in the chat there. I'll try to kind of flip back to it, and as I'm waiting for my duplicants to do something interesting, we can go through any questions and stuff that you might have. But if I do miss something that you said in the chat, I apologize. I'm not always staring right at it, and depending on how many people ultimately get into the stream will depend on how actively I can stay on top of what questions are coming in there. But yeah, so I know there's a bunch of people that are waiting for duplicate names and stuff. I did start building a list before to try to maintain something between streams, but I think I'm going to get away from that just because it's getting to be a little bit overgrown. I'd rather just kind of deal with the people that are in the stream. So if you're in the stream watching and a duplicate happens to die, I'm just going to pick somebody that happens to be in the stream at the moment, and we can have one of you guys join the colony, and then hopefully you won't be the next one to be turned into a flambe, because I'm not really sure what's going to happen exactly with the with the magma, as I mentioned. These guys are having to go a long way to get this stuff. I should probably... I don't know. You know what? I'm going to make a little storage area right here. And I'm going to put some storage bins in it so they can stick stuff in there that they dig out. And then they don't have to run all the way back to store it. Because they're running like the full way back up to my colony, which is just ridiculous, to be honest. Granted, all the food's up there also, but... Oh, they went to sleep. I do need to keep an eye on the stress, so for those of you who love to call that out for me, thank you very much, because I'm terrible at keeping an eye on it when I'm streaming. I don't know why that is. Let's see who's in here. So Falling into Black is feeling very stressed, and boy, is that accurate. Pepe could use a little bit also at 49%, so we'll get to that. Take care of that. We've actually got so much air pressure in here now that my pumps are stopping and my vents are getting overpressurized. They're all gonna like die of overpressurization or something now instead. All right, so who was it? Falling into Black. I gotta get them before they get down too far. That's Pepe and Falling into Black. There we go. I have this little cooling fan going down here just because the temperatures that are coming up from the battery area have got to be a little bit much. But I think based on the way that the air has kind of been flowing here, I could probably just deconstruct this. Let's make sure there's nothing behind it and blowing up. And then I'm just going to put in some insulated flooring here, I think, instead. Duplicants! We've got duplicants! I don't want one. We've got 10 already. Just going to get rid of all of them. I think maybe for my next colony, when I build it out, I'm going to pick all the worst duplicants I can find. Aside from the ones that can't dig initially, because if I start off with 3 duplicants that can't dig, the game's pretty much over. So we'll try to mix it up a little bit maybe and try and get some really terrible duplicants instead of trying to pick the good ones. Why are you stressed? Because you moderate so much, Falling into Black. That's why. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. If anyone that's on the stream isn't part of the Discord as well, if you do like chatting with other people and you want to kind of talk about games and that kind of stuff, then I do have a Discord set up for that. The link for it is in the description of this stream, so you can click on that and go join if you like. Thank you to Golden King for setting that up. Oh, Nick A, thanks so much for telling people about me. That's really awesome. It's actually it's probably the best compliment I can get, I think, when people recommend me to other people. It's pretty fantastic. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna try and stay on top of this, but in the meantime, let's see if they dug out that little nook. No, you know what? I should prioritize this maybe a little bit higher because they're digging down in the swamp area. So let's get them to dig this out. Maybe they'll finally finish that floor now that they can reach it. It sounded like somebody was not doing well, but I think they're okay now. Okay, I'm gonna cancel this ladder down here for the moment. I don't want to dig down. If it gets really hot down here, I gotta be careful of that. And I think somewhere up here we should have some thimbleweed growing. Yeah, so we can harvest this stuff too, so that if things get a little bit too warm down near the lava, or the magma or whatever. This is sitting at like 36. It's pretty good temperature-wise. If things get a little too warm down with the magma, we can make some vests for people, and then we can send the workers down there with something that'll help keep them maybe a little bit cooler. Yeah, cooling the batteries with water does work really well. I just haven't bothered setting it up just yet. This tank down below here was actually full of water at one point, and I funneled it all the way up here. This is the last of the fresh water that I have. So in addition to the steam that we're looking at harnessing, we are definitely going to need to try and focus on getting it into a fresh water supply sooner rather than later, or we're going to run into a situation where I'm both not producing oxygen and not getting water that I'm going to need for other things. So hopefully we won't have too many issues. I do have outhouses as a backup in case we run out of water and then my toilets don't work. And we did use the slime, the biodistiller to convert some slime into algae, so we have some of that in reserve also, although I don't know how much. 6,800 kilograms, so not a ton of it, but we do have a good amount. I mean, it's more than a literal ton, but but we don't have all kinds of extra space, but that's okay. Let's see what's going on down here. So we can say it's 6,000 subscriber class. I think I lost track of what's going on. I'm not sure what that question's about, but boy, this is melting really quick in here, actually. I'm surprised how fast this is melting, considering it's still at like minus 31. Unless the polluted water is just draining from above. I'm kind of happy we managed to find a few ice biomes, but I was having a lot of trouble with the Wheezewort because they kept storing them in the same containers, and it makes it really slow to try to grab them and dump them. You can do them all 3 of them at once and then just pick up the remainder, but it takes it's like 3 times as long to try to do it. Okay, let's get storage compactors in here. And then I can probably, you know what, I got to be careful I don't set these for all and have them run all the way up here to grab all this stuff that's just lying on the ground. It's all clay. Because I think, yeah, these storage bins are pretty much, they're very nearly all full. So maybe what I'll do for these ones down here is we'll look at what the materials that we have. So I can store some gold amalgam down here, some sedimentary rock, some slime. That'll stop them from running all up top for that. Let's see. What have we got in here? Organic, we want slime. For the raw minerals, we want sedimentary rock. Raw metals, we want gold amalgam. So if I store this stuff in here, then hopefully they won't have to run all the way up top anymore when they get a full load of stuff. Whoops. And that will save a little bit of extra running, maybe. Gold amalgam. This is super repetitive, I'm sorry. Slime, raw mineral, sedimentary rock, and gold. There we go. Oh, they stuck some stuff in there, and then they still went up top. I wonder what the deal is with that. Maybe he's hungry. Gold amalgam. Where's my slime? Give me the slime. There we go. Ta-da! All right, good. You still hate me for making you die? Really? Really? It was a good death. We got a lot of entertainment out of your bones. I mean, that's something, right? Surely. Yeah, the last so I guess I did start streaming this or playing this game when I was around 5,000 subscribers. So it's been a pretty quick jump to 7,000. It's pretty awesome. Just today, actually, we I think it was today. We unrefrigerated food. Oh, must have been sitting on the ground. Just today we got past the 7,000 mark, which is kind of cool. Thank you to everyone that supports the channel and loves to come and watch the streams and checks out the videos and all that stuff. That's been really good. How is temperature out here? That's not bad. Okay. Oh, everybody's off to bed again. Still with the stress. MF Prime and Chandra. Oh, actually, and Falling into Black is stressed again. Gosh. Cade Wayne, yeah, I know how to cool the batteries off. I can drip water over them and it helps cool them down. I just haven't bothered setting it up yet, in part because I have a limited amount of water over here. And a lot of times when I put the water down, unless I close this into its own separate room, the duplicants come along and they take the water anyway. So I'm just not really in a rush for it. Wait, hold on here. I gotta get somebody on stress table. So Chandra and MF Prime should probably go for a little relaxing massage. Where's MF Prime? There we go. We'll get those guys all relaxed. That'll help with the stress so nobody's puking all over my floor or breaking anything. How are they doing down here? I think I need to give them some more stuff to dig. I do. Yeah, they dug that out pretty good. Let's dig this out. Then we'll start down this way. They're going to be working in dirty water if I do this. Hold on. Let me cancel this. And I kind of want to store up this water so that I can use it for later. So what I should probably do to get the stuff that's dripping down here... let's use a gas permeable tile. Make it out of gold because I got tons of that. I'm going to go like this and get the water to drip on this floor and then run down. No. Cancel. How do I want to do this? Put a little tile right here. And then this ladder here needs to get destroyed. And we'll throw in a gas permeable tile there. Perfect. All right, so now the water that falls down this hole should, well, once they get this built, it'll land on this little platform. It'll kind of run off the side, and it'll all kind of collect over here. That'll keep it out of this pit that I'm digging, so that when I get down to the magma, I don't really want it to flash into steam on me the instant I get the opening made, because I'm not sure what that'll do to the poor duplicant. It might scald him to death, like, right away, and I'm kind of curious to see if that'll happen, but... yeah. The ongoing gag is that falling into black is a vampire. I'm not sure how that started exactly. I don't really remember. Let's get that there. What is this guy doing? It was like he was trying to pump the little cooling system, the hydro fan. I don't think he got the job done though. All right. I don't know. There's going to be a whole lot of waiting in this one, I think, while these guys do all the digging. So what can I do up here to make stuff a little more interesting for us? How's the temperature in here? These things have stayed like super nice and cool, which is great. As I was saying, I've said it a bunch of times, but when you can actually keep the space cold to start with, instead of letting it heat up and then trying to cool it down after, it makes things so much simpler. I probably should try to do something to melt the area that's in here, though. Because they can't get fresh water out of here, although there's lots of polluted water, too, because of all that polluted ice. What do we have for sand? Filtration medium. Sand. We only have 7,700 kilograms of it. So I should be a little bit careful with that. I was thinking about putting, like, another filtration system up there to kind of filter out the polluted water and send it down. But I think I'm going to hold off for now. Yeah, I could put a heater in the cold zone to make extra water, but... then I have to filter it all, and I'm not set up to do a steam setup just yet. It used to be that before you could cool the buildings down, the batteries were fantastic for making steam, but I don't know how well that works anymore now that they have the whole thermal setup where you can actually actually impact the heat of the buildings and stuff now. Gosh, I can't get past the. I probably should focus on the stress and get that caught up before these guys start doing stuff bad. Let's get Pig Rider in there and falling into black on this one. Yeah. Maybe preemptively I should make a couple of these cool vests too. Make 2 of those. I think I already have a couple. I don't know where they went. I unequipped them from somebody. Yeah, let's in here. Let's put some seeds. We can put our blossom seeds so they don't have to go so far after they eat. They can pick them up off the floor and just stick them in there. Insufficient oxygen generation. That I highly doubt. I think we're in pretty good shape oxygen-wise. Another duplicate. My gosh, that was fast. Choose a duplicate. Ooh, these are good ones, too. Biohazard. It's nice when they have the double negative traits. Those are good. Those are good ones. Yeah, if you can get the dirt up to 330 degrees, then you can make some sand. So I should probably try and see. So initially, down here with the magma, my plan is to try to make some clean water with it by converting some polluted water into steam and then recondensing it. But I would ultimately like to try to get a setup down here too, so that we could make some sand. That would be good. I'm really curious to see what's going to happen when I come into contact with this. Why are these guys saying they can't dig here? Unreachable. Oh, drat. Sabotage myself. Let's put a little ladder there. I want to see what happens with this abyssalite because it doesn't conduct heat. So I'm curious to see whether it will pass any onto the water. I kind of doubt it. I'll probably have to dig through it to actually expose the magma, which will be really interesting to see whether I flambe myself. Immortality with time travel. Let me know when you figure that out. What if you let the water go below the empty spot that can be your contaminated water so clean later? Yeah, I could do that. I'd have to let it go all the way through my base, though. That's the trouble. If I don't let it just drop through, then I'd actually have to... I'd have to pump it through, and that's kind of a waste of power. I could dig something over here, but then this stupid little pocket of chlorine gas is kind of right in the way. I have so much contaminated water over here I can work with, too. Like, there's a huge reservoir of it up here. So, I mean, for now, I'm just setting this over here. I guess I could let the contaminated water flow out this way. Try to send it down this way. But again, it's not really going to be a good flow just from where it is. I don't really need it. That's the trouble. So, I mean, I have this clean water here, and I'm definitely going to need more of it. But I don't really need to get more polluted water out of the frozen stuff because I have so much that's already liquid. I could deal with this stuff already. There's lots of it. Yeah, you start screaming about stress when it gets to 75. That's good. A chair and OMG, its cap needs to get on. Boy, the stress is really climbing up because I'm not really paying attention to it. That's probably not a good thing. 70%. Now, they'll go down a little bit while they're sleeping usually, just because their whole area that they have for the living quarters is really good from a decor perspective. Oh, that guy didn't even get to his bed. Oh, that's a problem. All right, so I need a chair and OMG its cap. So that actually might be where some of the stress is coming from. The people that are working way down below, when it turns nighttime, they can't even run up to the top fast enough. But if I build another bedroom down there to give them a place that they can sleep in, they won't actually take any advantage of it. Yes, the geysers do put out clean water. They also put out a lot of steam. You have to be able to be in a position to handle it. I did finally find... Way up here, I found my first set of geysers, and there's 3 of them in the same pocket. So I'm reluctant to dig into that too early because I need a management system to keep track of that. But they do produce some clean water. As it turns out, this stuff's all contaminated, but... Bright Star, I love this game also. I'm like totally addicted to it. It's actually really sad. I spend so much of my time... Well, you know, when I'm not working or doing the family thing, I spend a lot of time on this game, sadly. I've even been doing a little bit of experimenting in some other colonies just to try to testing out a couple theories and things. Let's set that to... No, if I set it as a 6, they're going to move it all over there. I'll leave it as a 5. They can pick up the seeds as they need to. It's not like they're going to go bad. 7.1 kilograms of breathable air. That's all good. Somebody come down here and dig. Dig for me. Oh, I don't want them to dig out that. Cancel. I probably should put some sort of tiling in here. You know what? Maybe I'll use gold amalgam and put some tile in here. We'll try and keep some of this water contained. A little bit's going to leak out when I dig this in here to put it in, but hopefully they can keep it all in there okay. Actually, if I go like this first, they can do diagonal stuff. And the water won't go through the diagonal, so hopefully he'll build that. And then that'll give me a good start on it. Hi, Sunshine Boyd. How are you? You think Falling's a non-binary vampire chomper who vapes 7 times a day, who is also a vegan and only eats organic? Yeah. How do you manage stress? Well, there's a couple different things you can do that really help with the stress. I mean, obviously the massage tables, which I'm not making effective use of right now. Let's get Fluffiest Teddy on here. And MF Prime on this other one. So the massage tables play a big part, obviously. But also, you want to keep a good decor level in the area where your duplicates are going to be most often. That sort of helps a lot with sort of lowering the stress buildup. When they can get clean using the shower, that makes a really big difference in their stress level. So that's really handy. But this is really the key thing here. Now, the trouble I'm going to run into is that I'm sending my duplicates so far down now. They're always hanging out in polluted oxygen, which they don't really care for very much. I can't imagine why. And in some cases, it looks like they can't even run fast enough to get all the way back up to their bed at night. So when they're not rested well, they get their stress level climbs up also. Dirty water is stressed out. Yeah, when they run in dirty water, it's not good, and there's lots of it down there. Zavern and Chandra. Let's get that tackled. I love all the stuff that you have to manage in this, though. It is nice that I've got my colony now set up so that I really don't have to worry about oxygen as long as I don't run out of water. Jillian, if a duplicate dies and I'm anticipating somebody's going to get caught on fire at some point in this stream, then I will be looking for people that are in the chat in order to name the duplicate. Let's get Zevran on here. Nope, MS Prime's not finished. Where'd he go? Look at this. there's some little buggy animation issues still with the update. So he's working the hydro fan and eating apparently at the same time. So funny. So I do have the alerts on the stream as well, so if anyone who is new to the channel happens to subscribe, you'll get that little pop-up on the top of the screen that shows that there's a subscriber, and then also I do the same thing for Super Chats, and that one has an audible so that I can hear it as well to make sure I acknowledge it. But if you haven't subscribed already and you do enjoy the content, then certainly feel free to click on the subscribe button. Okay. You know what? I'm not even going to bother harvesting this stuff anymore. We're at 104,000 kilocalories. I could probably support another duplicate if we had place to put him for another cot. We're actually running out of places already. Yeah, Dr. Ostrich, I think, yeah. I think there's been a few people that followed along with the stream for a while and then didn't subscribe until, I don't know, the third or fourth, something like that. Okay, oh, good, he built it there, good. It doesn't look like anything leaked out there, so I'm going to do the same thing again. Let's do another little tile floor here. Well, then once they build that, I can build this one on the diagonal, and then the water won't leak out on me, so I'll keep it all contained in there. Come on. Ooh, 62%. Finish. Incidentally, if you're trying to contain a lot of water, these gas permeable tiles have like super high durability. So I know that if you're using sandstone tile, it'll often break on you if you get too much water behind it, unless you do like a double thick layer. But if you use the gas permeable tiles, you can keep it contained, and it pretty much never breaks, unless it gets super hot and then it'll break. But falling into black is at 64, and then who else have we got? Zevran back on the table again. I thought I put him on there already. You're drinking sake. Now I want some sake. Oh, Tiki Toby, thanks very much for the super chat. You will never escape me. Nice. Uh-oh. I think we got a stalker in our hands. Now what do we do? That's funny. It depends on how you define late. I don't know. How long have we been streaming for? Not that long. Yeah, like 30 minutes. We haven't really done a ton yet. I'm still working on digging out all this crazy slime that I have down here. We're going to end up with a whole lot of slime in storage bins, I think, before we get through all of this. Let's dig out here. You know what's funny is that you will never escape me chat, or the message you just put through on the super chat is going to hang out at the top there now for a while. In dark blue. That's funny. Oh, it scrolled off. I have it down below, though. Am I always going to stream this late? I know it's really late in the UK, and I'm sorry about that. I know that this isn't the most accessible live stream simply because it's late at night. So I'm in Eastern time zone in North America, so it's like 10:30 at night here. And it's late for people here as well. The challenge that I have is that I ultimately only get the chance to stream when I've tackled everything else for the day. So after I've done all of my work and I've done the family stuff and everything. So most of the time my streams, yeah, they are going to be this late. Slime loses a lot of mass if you dig it up. Oh, that's interesting. So I guess I won't have quite as much in storage, but it'll still be quite a bit. I do want to have a daytime stream one of these days, but it's probably going to be on a Saturday if I can swing it. And then hopefully that will be a little bit easier for people to join because I'll be streaming, more around like 1 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern time, which at least in the UK is only like 7 o'clock, I think. Is it 5 hours or 6 hours difference? I can't even remember right now. East Coast sound off. It's early in the UK, yeah. Yeah, if you want to call it early, what time is it there? It's, 3 o'clock in the morning? 3:30? Okay. Now that they got this built out a little bit, I can go sideways. Hopefully not literally. Let's do everything, or figuratively rather. Let's get all that out. How full are these? These are not filling up too well. They're getting a little bit in there. That's good. Hopefully it'll save them from having to run all the way up top. You know, actually, I have all this polluted oxygen down here. I should probably I should probably put a little filter in here, just so they have more air to breathe. I have extra sand right now, so we can put a little air deodorizer down here. Maybe one there. We'll put one here. That'll clean up some of the air as it comes through and give them something they can breathe outside of this crazy little chamber I made. It's like super concentrated. 9.4 kilograms of air. I don't know how that happened. I don't think it was that high pressurized when it just had carbon dioxide in it. So I don't know how that works, but whatever. It's super breathable. How do you become a super subscriber? I don't know about super subscriber. I don't think that works. There is a super chat thing down below that you can click on. But it's like a donation-based thing. But in terms of like super subscriber, I don't even know what that is. I haven't heard of it. Aside from just following everything, that's awesome. I'm really happy about that. I am in Canada, but it's Eastern time zone. So I'm in Southern Ontario. So it's still Eastern time zone. How do you make sand? You have to heat up dirt like super hot. So you can actually take fertilizer and then cook it until it becomes dirt, and then cook it more until it becomes sand. But it has to get super hot. Oh, thanks very much, Dr. Ostrich. That's awesome. Thanks for the tip vids. Gotta go to work. Good night. Oh, thanks for coming and checking out the stream. I appreciate that. Have a good night, Dr. Ostrich. Stress 65%. Thank you. 70% now that I just saw that. There's a funny little delay here with the stream. Chandre. We got him on the table. And OMG, it's Cap. OMG, it's Cap. So if I thought there was a really long delay in what I have to say, when the super chats come in, the audible doesn't sound off for me for like 30 seconds after I already see it. It's really funny. Southern Ontario is where Ottawa is. Well, Ontario is where Ottawa is. Ottawa's in more closer to the Northern Ontario, but CrypticFox, please answer. What am I answering? Did I miss you saying something? I didn't even notice. Hold on. So we're super. You're at my mom's house. Your real name's Hayden Boyd. Well, hello, Hayden Boyd. Jillian, if we bring in more dupes, then yeah, I'll try to grab some people out of the stream, and we'll do some more naming. I'm not ready to bring in anybody else just yet, although it probably isn't going to be that far off, depending on how things are going. Like I said, if we could dig out into this magma, somebody might end up turning into a little torch at the bottom. So I'm really curious to see what happens there. But they're taking their time, kind of digging out the slime on me. Can I add some paintings? Yeah, I could do that actually. That might not be a bad idea. Even down in the area where they're working, I could do some paintings, I guess. Stress, 64%. We got Chandra on there still. Let's put a chair on this one. We're going to put a chair on the table. Bump, bump. Can you make more Disney Infinity? I don't know if I'm going to make... I don't know if I'm going to make much more Disney Infinity, to be honest. My motivation for playing the game has really kind of died off now that the game isn't even supported on the servers. So... I don't know. I think it'll depend on if the mood strikes me to make it. I'm not going to grab anybody just now. I'm going to wait till somebody dies, and then we'll bring somebody in. The main thing I'm working on at the moment, Mr. Guru, is digging out all the slime that's down below this magma pocket, or just above the magma pocket, rather. So I want to get this dug out so that we can dig down here into this magma, and then I'm going to start dumping water on it to convert to steam. And I think I'm going to let the steam rise up out of this chamber into this area up here, where it will melt the ice, and then hopefully... I'm kind of hoping the temperature in here still drives the temperature downward. I don't know how that works exactly when you melt it all. But I'm hoping it'll still push the temperature downward, and that will help the water condense up here. And then I'll have gas permeable tiling across here so that the stuff that condenses up here will hopefully fall down into it. So we'll see what happens anyway. It's going to be a bit, though. They have to dig all this out. And then when the gas, or when the steam gets in here, that's really where things are going to get fun, I think. Can I answer your question? Hold on, I gotta go back and try to find it. Can you answer me as well? Here, Electrolyte is saying that they're at max pressure. If so, then add more pumps. Well, so here's the thing. I actually don't really need to worry too much about pumps. Grab a beer, mate. God knows I have too many. Well, thank you very much for the super chat. That's really awesome. Wow, 10 pounds. That's huge. I'm in Canada. That's like crazy money. These things might be hitting max pressure. However, my oxygen pressure in my base is already so high Like, this is all almost 2,000 grams per tile. I don't need to pump any more out of there. I'm actually happy if this slows down a little bit because of max pressure. That will let the pumps and everything sort of take a rest and save me a little bit of electricity. Ramadan, that is officially the highest super chat I've ever had. That's awesome. Thank you. 10 pounds. Wow. Dig. More dig. Dig, dig, dig. These guys are so slow sometimes. They're having to run all the way up top, I think, to eat, though. What is he carrying all the way up here? Oh my gosh, he's carrying slime all the way up here. Oh, you know what? No. I thought I might have had these set at... Oh, I see what's going on. They're feeding my biodistillers. I had no idea they were running so far. I'm going to disable these for now. I don't need the algae at the moment. I don't need the polluted water at the moment. So I'm going to shut those off so they stop running all the way back up to the top. And that might actually do a lot to help speed up their digging. Whoops. I am your passion for life. That's wow. That's crazy. I appreciate that you enjoy the channel so much. That's awesome. You turn their profs off one day and let them save the rest power. Yeah, I mean, I could do that. I'm not terribly worried about it at the moment. I have, somewhere around here I had stuff. There we go. I have a hatch here who's been eating a little bit of coal. I dropped this big pile of sandstone here so you could start eating it and getting coal from him. So they kind of come down here and occasionally collect that. And I'm not really running out of coal, I don't think. I should check that there. Consumable ore, coal. Yeah, 30,000 kilograms of coal. So I'm not really too worried about trying to save on my power. Too bad. If it stops on its own, then that's great. But I don't really have to constantly turn it on and off. Do you think there's stress? Yeah, I think it should go down if they have a stress reaction. But oh my gosh. Thank you for mentioning. Oh gosh. All right. You know what? I really need to pay attention to what these guys are doing. He's at 90% stress. OMG, it's Cat. Where are you? Tiki Toby, just check your stress level. Yeah, thank you. And thank you again for the super chat. That's awesome. OMG, it's Cat. Where is he? I can't see him. I'm like blind or something. There it is. 78 pay. You know what I should do is I should try to get everyone to do a job up here and then lock this door for a little bit and let them de-stress and then send them back down again. So let's maybe set a funny little priority up here. We're going to do digging at priority 7 up here. Hopefully everyone will come up and do this. And then when we get everyone out of that pit, then I can focus on getting their stress down a little bit. And let's get Pepe on here also. I can have them lock this door and then... No, don't go down there. If I can get them to maybe stay up here for a little bit, I can get their stress rate back down, and then it'll be more manageable once it's at a lower level. 94%. OMG, it's Cap. How is he not, like... Oh, somebody did puke. Look at that. Alright, somebody mop this up. I should probably do that at an 8, or they won't clean it up right away. They'll be too busy digging. Oh, it's all over the place. Alright. Crud. So for whoever asked, I can't remember who it was, who asked about managing stress, clearly I'm not doing the best job of it at the moment. But they're down there running through all the polluted water, and that really does a lot to crank up their stress. Not to mention it's a low oxygen atmosphere they're in, and there's all kinds of things down there that irritate them. So who do we have down here right now? Is there anybody? Oh, come on. Get out of there. Where is he going? Oh, he was taking sand down? Come on. Nobody's trapped down here, right? Nope, they're good. Okay, so I think that should be the last person. I'm going to... No, what are you doing? Okay, you guys, you need to move to... let's send him way up here. And you need to move to... Go way up here also. Just get, like, totally away from stuff. Ginger Blaze, thanks so much for the super chat. Make your dupes not puke themselves to death. Okay, so now I'm getting super chats and not let my people go all vomity. That's good. Oh, come on. All right, move to here. And then somebody lock this door. Preferably before, like, after you go through, it would be good. No, come on. Move to up here somewhere. Nope, I didn't get him. Move to up here. Go up there. Stop messing around. There you go. Now somebody lock the door. Quickly. Go lock the door. Somebody lock the door. Come on. These guys are... they're killing me here. I can't manage their stress if I can't keep them out of here for a little bit. You go back up here. And I don't think I could set a priority on changing the lock either. So it's not like I can set it higher priority. Oh, stress vomiting. Yeah, this is going to be really good. Oh, good. They're vacuuming up the vomit. All right, I'm going to leave that alone. They're obviously not going to let me lock that silly door. Let's just focus on dealing with the stress as we can. So let's get falling into black on here. There we go. I let this really get out of hand. That was bad. Who's the next one? Pig Rider. Let's get some people mopping stuff up, because if they have to keep walking through this stuff in here, it's going to be really bad for things. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of mopping. Clean up the mess. I don't like the puke. It'd be okay if I was running one of those puke bases where everything just runs off the puke, but I don't have one of those. Dr. Comics asks why you call myself Fox. Oh, actually, I'd love to say there was this really entertaining story. We were kind of joking about that in the Discord chat, I think it was. I don't really have a really interesting story. I had another channel where I wasn't doing family-friendly stuff, and I decided, since my 8-year-old daughter was starting to watch what I was making, I wanted to make something that was more family-friendly. I picked the fox because I was looking for an animal that seemed approachable, and that worked. And then I just sort of juggled around with a whole bunch of variations of something fox, and landed on CrypticFox. So it's not really a terribly entertaining story, but that's how it ended up. Can I look up in the chat really quickly? How far up? If you didn't get this message, your videos, I've been a subscriber since 30. Really? Wow. That's awesome, Sunshine Boyd. Thanks very much. I appreciate that you enjoy the content enough to hang around that long. That's really awesome. Yeah, I have 2 daughters, actually. I have an 8-year-old and a 4-year-old. And they are both a handful. Tons of fun, but a handful. Oh, gosh. Now we got lashing. We got all kinds of fun happening. No, somebody... All right. I keep trying to lock this door, and I don't know why I didn't bother to try. What I should do is maybe cancel all the digging down here, and then they won't come down here. But I do want to get... This is what I want to do more than anything, so I guess I'll just let them break stuff and let them fix it. How's my thermal management been? Overall, not too bad. I've got some heat going on from the batteries down here, but it's kind of tucked away, so I'm really not worried about it. Nothing's breaking. Through the core of the base, it's largely temperate. My bathroom's getting a little warm, so I'm probably going to have to think about doing something with that in the relatively near future. The nice thing is my oxygen room stays nice and cool, so any of the air that comes out of here by itself helps to keep things cool. My generators up here have been managing their temperature well, although it's funny that this one stays colder than this one does, because I built this one first, and it's been running longer, I think. And then this generator down here hardly runs at all anymore, because it's on a separate circuit. So it stays cool, too. So, by and large, not bad. Yeah, wait till they become teenagers. Yeah, I'm I don't doubt it. I'm sure they're going to be a handful. Sometimes I think my 8-year-old is already practically a teenager. For how long will you keep playing this game? I like you playing it, and I want to keep watching you playing it. I really love the game, so I'm probably going to keep playing it for a while. Every now and then, there might be a larger gap between streams of it or between videos. And I'm not paying attention to stress again. But they're still adding to the game because it's just an alpha, so I'm constantly going to keep going back to it. Sort of like what I did with what I'm doing with Subnautica. I started that like last May, and I'm still playing it as updates come around. So, yeah, if you can get a whole bunch of Wheezeworts together, they do a lot to help cool things down. One by itself doesn't really do much. I have one up here and I have one down here. They don't really accomplish a lot, but when you can get a bunch of them together, you can. You can actually create a little room where you can have like 5 or 6 of them in one room, and then pump like hydrogen into it, for example. Let the hydrogen get super cooled in there and pump it out, and then use it to like condense polluted oxygen into water and stuff, or sorry, into liquid oxygen, which cleans it out, which is good. I gotta get rid of this puke again. All right, who else can I put on this table? Because things are not going well right now. OMG, its cap is already there. MF Prime's at 95. Gosh. All right, I was trying to make it a priority to dig down here, but if these guys are just going to puke everywhere, mind you, it doesn't. I don't care if they puke down here, but getting control of their stress in the base is going to be a problem. I have 2 children. One's 8 and one is 4. Maybe I should add 1 more table for stress. That's probably not a bad idea. I think at one point I did have a 3rd one and I wasn't using it, so I just deconstructed it. I do normally like to have them in a... How much seed have I got in here? Let's get the seed out of here. They can store it all over in this one. I'll get rid of this bin, and I'll put another stress table right there on the edge. Furniture... Massage table. And then we'll get some... Oh, somebody's at 100. Nice. That's MF Prime, who is assigned to this one, but is not going to it for some reason. Yay, more lashing out. Cycle 165 reports ready. I think this actually might be the longest I've gone in cycles, because with the new update that came out, I ended up swapping over, and I had to start a whole new set of games. Yeah, it is a little strange that they generate more oxygen than hydrogen, considering it's H2O, right? You would think they would produce more hydrogen than oxygen, but particularly since in order to get the oxygen, you need to combine the O2 with something like 2 oxygen molecules together to get your O2. But nevertheless, like, it's just how it works. It's okay though. I mean, it keeps my base well ventilated and everything. The trouble is that you never really quite get to draw as much power as you're hoping for out of the hydrogen generator. It seems like such a great idea, and then you can't really use it very much. MF Prime is still on there. Who else can we put on here? Crazy Dave. Crazy Dave! Can't believe he's still alive. That guy's almost died a few times. Oh yeah, I could take their jobs away. That is a good idea. Let's do that. Nobody do anything for a bit. Nothing's important anyway. Now they're all just going to be idle. They're all going to wander around down here. I'm just going to hang out in the crappy smelling air. Gonna strut through some dirty water. Yeah, look at this guy. All right, let's send you all the way up top here so you get out of there. That was a good idea. I didn't even think of turning the jobs off. Thank you. You can like go over here to... Let's get you out of this yucky air. You don't want to hang out down there. Is anyone else? Any other duplicates hanging out down here? No, we're all clear. Yes. All right. Good. All right, so they're all out of there. Now let's see if they have no jobs, will somebody lock the door still? Hey, they will. Yay! All right. Let's get this place cleaned up now. I'm going to turn their jobs back on. There we go. It's clean, 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 everyone. I hate having a dirty base. Mop this mess up. Let's make this priority 7, so that gets built. What is it waiting for? Igneous rock. Ah, come on, I don't want to build it out of igneous rock. Can you imagine a massage table made out of igneous rock? How comfortable would that be? Like, come on. I mean, sandstone is obviously better. There's no real wood down here, so I guess that won't work. Back in your account, Gamer Boy. Okay. I pretty much do let everyone do everything. I haven't really bothered too much with assigning jobs. The only thing I really tell people not to do is, so under art, I normally will go through and pick only the people that make decent artwork, and I'll let them do it. In part because I've gotten in trouble for making terrible-looking statues. And then I normally turn combat off everybody, actually. But otherwise, I'm not really worried about anybody doing anything. I'm not really cooking, because I'm just using plants, so it doesn't really matter. I'm happy with anybody digging when I tell them to. I've gotten away from doing much prioritization in general. I do a little bit of it, and then otherwise I just let them get to it when they want to. And by and large, that seems to help a lot with the stress level also. I don't know if it really makes much of a difference, but it seems to work for me, so. OMG, it's Cap. Let's get him on the table. Who else have I got? MF Prime still. Gosh. You guys are monopolizing the massage tables. This is just not fair. Everybody wants a massage. If you're going by molecular weight, that makes sense. I must have missed the first comment of that. Unless you were talking about the O2H2 thing. Did I find magma? I did. I found it in the last stream, actually. And that's what I'm trying to dig out right now. I want to expose some of the magma so we can dump some water on it to make steam. And then condense that into fresh water. Have However, my stress level has gotten really out of hand, so I've sent everyone back up to the colony here and locked the door to the little tunnel down below, so I can get their stress under control, and then I'll send them back down to dig it out some more. Well, in my particular channel, it's family friendly, so I try to avoid any really and no swearing and stuff and whatnot in the chat, preferably. So the moderator's here to help kind of stay on top of that. Preferably no channel advertising and all that stuff, just because it tends to get a little crazy. But that's basically the job of the moderators, to kind of keep the chat clean, as Falling into Black's already said. More stress vomiting. Yay! I was just hoping I could get some more vomit. Got a little pool of it down here. I should clean that up so it doesn't get polluted air down here. So where did they throw up? Oh, over here. Oh, in the kitchen. That's a good place for it. Guys, we have a bathroom. Oh, they did it there too. Okay, I was going to say they should go over there, but apparently they did. Oh, they polluted my water. I don't want to clean it, though. It takes up too much. Yeah, the last stream, it took a little while for us to get down there. In the last stream, I actually dug way out to the side over here, hoping I could get to lava in all directions, but apparently it's only down because I ran into the neutronium outer shell here, which you can't go through. So I dug all the way down and we found magma down below. And then they're just kind of waiting. I don't know. I'm waiting on them to get an opportunity to go dig that out, but I need to get their stress under control. Look at this one. OMG, it's Cap. That's the funniest way to get a massage I've ever seen. Why is it... What's going on there? Interrupted sleep. Oh. How do they have interrupted sleep? None of them had jobs for a little while, and he's spent like an hour on the massage table. That's crazy. OMG Cap 2. They're acting like they're super tired, but they have crazy amounts of oxygen. I don't know. Whatever. Who have I got on the table right now? Anybody? Is anybody on the table? I guess not. Let's get Zavern on here. Zavern, where are you? Oh, he's assigned to a table. Oh, there he is there. He's doing the crazy pumping thing. Fluffiest Teddy. Last table will go for Crazy Dave again. Crazy Dave! Where did Zavern go? There we go. Alright, all set. Maybe I should expand the clean water tank. Yeah, I probably should, but right now it's not filling up. It's staying relatively level. I mean, it's going down a little bit. But the lavatories, after they did the update, produce more wastewater than they consume in freshwater. So now they consume like 5 kilograms of freshwater each time they flush, and they produce 11.7 kilograms. So I'm actually getting a net gain in liquid when they use it, and I'm running it through the water purifier to just keep flowing back into this tank. So the water that's going up to feed my electrolyzers is actually not draining this tank all that fast. No, CO2 is not a thing in terms of healthiness. So you actually want to, in normal air, you have a mix of chemicals, but CO2 is still toxic. Normally in oxygen, you'll have things like hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, etc. Toby, again, make them all take a shower to reduce stress. Yeah, well, the shower's on. I mean, they could all go take a shower. Can you even assign them to the shower? I don't think that works. Thanks again for the super chat, but I don't think you can actually make them shower. I think they have to go on their own. Which is really, it'd be nice if you could send them, I guess. Hold on. Falling into Black. They're getting there, though. I mean, we're down under 50% now. Pay. Just by not going down into that tunnel at the bottom where there's no air and all kinds of polluted water, that makes a big difference all by itself. It's going to be a real job, I think, setting up all the piping to get our water pumped up here so that we can make use of it, though. Welcome back, Gamerboy / Sunshine Boyd. Oh, Nasty Man, I'm glad they've been helpful. I made a number of different tutorial videos. I actually need to make some more because I haven't made any in a little bit. But they seem to have been pretty popular. It's been good. I'm getting low on filtration medium. Where is it here? Yeah, 2700. I probably should try to grab some more sand. That's a good call out. I mean, I can dig it up right here. I still have sand around. I just haven't harvested it all. I'll grab this too. Choose a duplicate. Reject all. I'm just going to keep rejecting until somebody dies. And then when somebody dies, then I'll bring them in. We'll get our population repopulated, as it were. Is the super chat button only available in the YouTube gaming version? I'd never even noticed whether it was in the regular YouTube one. Kelly Toto, so you actually don't really need to do any tricks with the puffs or the puffs for slime and everything. I mean, I have so much slime. I mean, this stuff could last me like pretty much the rest of the game. There's no way I'll dig through all this. I don't really need to use the puffs. There were a lot of tricks that people did before this update came out, because water was something that was a lot harder to get a hold of. So using things like the electrolyzers for oxygen really consumed a lot of your water, and then it was much more of a balancing act. And it's gotten in a lot of ways, it's gotten simpler. Sorry, I'm trying to talk and click at the same time. A lot of ways, it's gotten a lot simpler, but now you're managing temperature on top of it, and I just totally did that twice on the same table, didn't I? There we go. You have to mine it. It's an ore. I missed what the comment was there. I hope I have a stress-free life after today. That would be nice. Normally, my stress is in really good shape. Like I rarely have stress problems with my duplicates anymore. Although there have been a couple streams where it's been interesting. But anytime I'm sending them that far away from the main part of the colony where all the oxygen is... Someone's stuck? Wait, where? Oh, this guy. Yeah, you're right. He is. I looked right at him and then I didn't even notice. Let's give him a little ladder. He's got air down there, so it's not too bad. Well, actually, it's all... All right, I lied. He's hanging out in carbon dioxide. I'm trying to kill off Pig Rider. Here I thought someone was going to die from being burned to death in the lava, but instead they might just suffocate. Can I answer you, please? Sorry, I got to go back and try to find your question. When someone's taking a shower, go look at the shower, and it will say then it's producing more contaminated water than it's using fresh water. This is an easy exploit to get water, clean it. Yeah, I actually already have... if you look at my plumbing setup up here, I have a line into the fresh water here with a line going to each of the lavatories and then one going into the shower. And then the shower produces wastewater that comes out, as do both of the lavatories, and they both flow down into the filter, and then they drain back into this main tank. So that's in part why this water level is not going down very quickly, even though I'm pumping constantly into these electrolyzers. Yeah. Oh my god, not Pig Rider. Actually, 169 is my record for cycles, only because I kept restarting the game. Because I wanted to do different things. So I didn't actually play for a super long stretch. I kept starting over. MF Prime and falling into black. Alright, their stress level is getting really good now. So after these guys get finished with the massage table, I think I'm going to send them back down into the hole. Which just sounds not so awesome. We'll send them down there. They can do a little bit more digging. And we'll hopefully we get that magma exposed, because I want to play around with that. Have a beer and kill a deer, then you'll have a stress-free life. Is that how that works? It's not very stress-free for the deer, though, I don't think. You got a Wheezewort plant to stifle? I didn't even know you could do that. I haven't tried. Wait time. What time will the stream end? Oh, probably around midnight again, Eastern time. So in about just over an hour. Unless I haven't quite dug out the magma yet. And if I haven't gotten to the magma in an hour, I'm going to be really disappointed. But if I haven't got that dug out yet, then I might keep going, because I really want to get into that today. Considering that's the whole purpose of this particular stream, is to get this thing dug out. If we can't get to it, that would be a problem. Okay, so... Oh, look at that. We got a little thimbleweed that took root down here all on its own. Let's dig out some more of this. Let's dig out some more of this. Yeah, we'll go this whole route, I guess. And they're probably going to need more ladder down here now. Dig, dig, dig. You said on the bus for Good Major they played so much of the game for some reason it doesn't work. Which game didn't work? This one? Oh, like you got your cycles up so high that it stopped working properly, you mean? How are they gonna unlock it faster than... Well, yeah, they did though. I guess they're bored. They were all idle, just hanging around in my colony with nothing to do. So now they have a job and they're all happy about it. Tiki Toby, we play. We kind of dance along that line of family friendly, I think. So yeah, I don't do any swearing and stuff. But I'm a little more liberal when it comes to vampirism, apparently. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. Built some storage down the lava pit so they can walk all the way back to that. Well, I did do a little bit of storage down here. So they should be storing some stuff in here. And I turned off the bio stuff so that it wouldn't be... Why are they going... They're still going all the way up to the top, though. I gave them a place to get oxygen. I gave them a place to put the slime. And they are still running all the way up to the top. Where are they storing up here? I'm going to follow Crazy Dave and see what he's up to. Where is he going? Oh, he's hungry. I guess that makes sense. I don't have any food down there. Yeah, the Abyssalite works really well for insulated tiles. Steam glitch about the game. Oh, that's funny. I haven't... so I'm playing this on Steam also. I think it's the only way to get the game right now. And I haven't run into a glitch like that where it just won't load. I'm going to try and stay on top of the stress this time so it doesn't get super high. Once it builds up, it seems so much harder to get it down again. Falling into black. And then who else was up here? Fluffy's Teddy. There we go. Okay, I should probably try to prep the room that I'm going to be doing the steam work in also. So in here, I'm going to need a water pump. So I should probably dig some of this out. Because I'm going to need to build a water pump in here. It's probably a good idea to get maybe the wiring and the water set up early, because if I have to send people into this room when it's full of hot steam, they'll get scorched, and that isn't good. Or scalded or whatever. Water physics in the tunnel of the lava. Yeah. Yeah, the water physics do get a little funky, but that's okay. I mean, there's going to be a fair amount down here, and then... I gotta... Actually, if I dig all the way up here, I can probably send a lot of water all the way down. We'll see how that works. What's the plans for the base? Well, down here I'm digging down to some magma, and I'm going to use this to set up a system to produce steam by dumping some polluted water on it, and then we'll condense the steam into fresh water so we can restore what's going on up here, which is good. I kind of want to also try and get something set up so we can produce sand, and the magma is pretty handy for that because it gets super hot. And I think you have to get the dirt to like 300 degrees or something. No, that's great. I think that says Steven. It's hard to tell with some of the sideways letters and stuff I'm seeing there, but no, it's great. I love that you guys like to ask questions and interact and what have you. I mean, if I just wanted to do a video where I'm doing nothing but talking and not interacting with you, I could just do a pre-recorded video. I figure if I'm going to stream, I should be talking to the people that are in the stream. Now, that being said, if I ever get so many people in there where the chat flies by and I can't even read it, that could produce a problem, but so far not an issue. When CrypticFox sees this in going to count down to 0, at 0 say hype. Hype? There's molten metal down there. I didn't see that. Where? Where? This is magma. I see lots of that. I don't see any molten metal. Yeah, fertilizer works too, but of course then you have to get it from fertilizer into dirt and then into the sand. But temperatures down here are all really normal, so I'm guessing that this abyssalite isn't going to conduct anything. I'm definitely going to have to dig into this magma. Oh, what is this? Oh, look at that. We got a whole pocket of steam just hanging out right here. It's this igneous rock that I was really hoping would be between the magma and where I was digging, but instead I ended up with all this abyssalite, which, I mean, it makes a good insulator, but it also blocks in the heat because the abyssalite doesn't release it. So I was hoping I'd have igneous rock in between the magma and the area so that I could drop water on the igneous rock, but I'm going to have to drop it right on the magma. And I'm curious to see whether it turns that into igneous rock. Oh, all your dupes turn purple when you start a new game? That's crazy. I haven't seen that. That would be a new bug for me. Hold on, let's get some people on the stress table. Pig Rider, Crazy Dave, and Zevran. Where's Zevran? I missed him. There he is. I've seen a lot of people use water, but it cools fast when they use it. What if you use hot water to keep the heat? I'm not sure I understand what you mean. Do you mean like cold water on the magma to try to keep the heat up? Yeah, it is steam that's to the right of the magma. I could cut into that at pretty much any point. Did I see the drawing you did in Discord? No, sorry, I haven't logged into the Discord in probably a day or so, just because I've been super crazy busy. I'll probably be in Discord a little bit after the stream tonight, and I'll go take a look then. Don't dig through though. Yeah, let's just dig right in here. We'll get into the steam. It's only at 430 degrees Celsius. No one will mind. They shouldn't have any issues with that, right? All right, we can dig more here. And here. And here. And then I'll build another ladder. This is going to get really dicey when I cut into this. I probably should build a ladder across here, too, so that I can get rid of this stuff here when I'm ready for that water to fall. Magma pumps would be great. I would love to be able to send the magma up to the base. You used to be able to do that before the update, but now the heat destroys the pump. So you can't do that anymore. At least as far as I know. You can always replace a duplicate, yeah. I think I'm going to be replacing a few of them, probably. Yes, name to Steven. Once you turn it to steam, how would I take it up to the base? Want to gather gases? Well, okay, so it depends. I'm actually curious to see what's going to happen with this cool area right here. So I've never tried pumping steam into one of these frozen areas. And I'm curious to see whether after everything that's in here is melted, if it still tries to push the temperature down. And if it does, it will help the steam condense for me. And then I can collect the water and pump it upwards. But it'll still be hot, but I can put it into the storage basin that's up here. And we'll see what happens with it. Are you on the thing that none can say? I'm not making a list anymore. I'm sorry. Yeah, it will eventually cool off. I'm just curious to see how long it'll take because I haven't played around with magma yet. If one dies, I'm not going to reserve any duplicate names. I'm just going to toss one out. Kelly Cross, I can see you. Yes. I'll just pick somebody that's in the chat at the time during the stream, and we'll name them that way. I don't want to do a list anymore. That was going to be too much hassle. Yep, fire away, Gamer Boy. Ask me anything. If I don't see it, you might have to repeat it, but. I don't think they treat I don't think they treat it the same way as they do in real life. So it won't, if you have water in a vacuum. I thought it froze, but I mean it freezes into a vapor, I thought, but you can never have tiles that contain the same thing. So if you have a tile that has steam in it, it can't be a vacuum because in this game, by definition, there's already something in that tile. You don't really get the commingling of gases and things in here. They're always separated. So like even if you look in the oxygen overlay in here, like all these red dots that are floating around, they never blend together to give you like a percentage mix. But can I get a face cam? Probably not. I don't know. Maybe somewhere down the road I might. Carlos Miguel, you've been noticed. Congratulations. Somewhere along the way I might get a face cam, but it's not really my thing. I don't know. I don't know that it adds a ton to the gameplay or to the video. Maybe all of you see differently. I'm not sure, but besides which, if I get a face cam, then I have to worry about stuff like not looking like I just rolled out of bed or something. Oh no, I got somebody stranded. He built a ladder over here by climbing up and then dug his way out, so he's stuck here. I think it's actually, he can go down 2 blocks, so he should be fine there, but I think it's over here you might be stuck. And I should probably put some priority on this. Build this quickly, please. Apparently I'm determined to kill off Pig Rider in this stream. Yeah, I saw Carlos Miguel, yeah. 10 dupes, yeah. 10 dupes went down the hole, none came out. Dun dun dun. Well, you are a Blackwater Heart, so I guess that would make you dead inside, wouldn't it? Yeah, I don't play any horror games on this channel, only because I do the whole family-friendly thing. Oh, actually, this igneous rock is really hot over here. I could have used this. Oh, it's got neutronium on top of it, though, which I can't dig through. That's really good. Oh, phosphorite. Neat. There's algae over here. That's weird. 126 degree algae. I'm pretty sure that doesn't really work. Somebody get this guy out. He's getting hungry. I don't think they can even reach over here to build a ladder for him. I don't know how to say your name, but is it Thetmunkol? I noticed you also. But I saw you there before, so... The phosphorite usually melts at 400 degrees Celsius and even become gas at extreme temperatures. That would be interesting. There is actually a choice in the filter for phosphorite, I think. So I'm curious to see whether they ultimately do something with that. I know you're hungry, but these guys are not doing anything to come get you. Oh, he's got a full bladder, too. He's going to pee any moment. Yeah, oh, there he goes. Sorry, Pig Rider, I made you pee your pants. He's not going to be happy about that. His stress level's got to be getting up there. Oh, actually, he's only 24%. He's doing pretty good. All right, he's free. I'm going to go take care of stress up here now because I've let it build up again. Falling into black. Let's get him on a table. Apparently, wetting yourself must be good for the stress because he's not, like, super stressed down there. Chandra. There we go. Yeah, that'll work. Rest in P, indeed. I'm going to have to get a t-shirt for that. Somebody suggested. So funny. Well, the available material that he was getting down there was actually slime, but he's free now. That's fine. I could dig the floor. Yes. That might work too. I don't know. I built a ladder. In the moment, it was just what I thought of. Oh, let's see. Yeah, he probably could have dug his way down there. That would have been okay. All right, we're getting down now. We're almost at the point where we can get into this magma pocket, which is so cool. It's going to take a while to dig through this abyssalite, though, because that stuff's awful. You asked something again, look above. Oh my gosh, hold on. I hate scrolling. So when I scroll, it zooms in, which is crazy. Facecam adds a mystery. But if you do add one, it might disappoint some people with a picture of you in their head. Yeah, I mean, that's entirely possible. I did do a couple videos where I used a cam. I did a couple of Pokemon videos and one channel update video, but it's just not something I want to do all the time. I don't like getting in front of the camera that much. You would buy a t-shirt that says rest in pee. Yeah. It's come up a lot on this. I had them pee themselves a few times. Stress vomiting. Yay, who's throwing up? He's throwing up on the table. That's impressive. Somebody mop this up. I got the stress all the way down, and then I let it get back up again. That was foolish of me. Where's Chandra? He needs to be on here. Oh, he's already on the table. Who else? Oh, OMG, it's Cap. There we go. You guys clean up the puke. Well, these guys get a nice relaxing massage. That sounds like a good deal, right? No problem. Down there, too. Gosh, it makes such a big mess. It spreads everywhere. Dig, dig, dig. Send them all on P9. Yeah, they're very close. Those are some nice rocks. I zoomed out. Yeah, I'm sorry. When I mouse over to the chat and then I try to use the mouse wheel to scroll back in the chat because I don't want to click off the game. Unfortunately, it zooms right in and you get a super extreme close-up of some rock. I don't think it expands out. You would think that it would. Like if it acts the way that normal, like it would normally, you would think that this would burst out. But I don't think it does. I think we're gonna find out very soon when we dig into it. PigRider32, your chat is showing, but I may have missed it if you said something earlier. Puke in your water pool. Yeah, it's okay. There is some polluted water in there, but it's only in the one little corner that's away from the pump. So it's more hassle to clean it up than it is just to leave it there. Chandra. Need him on the massage table. Who else? Pepe. Pepe's cool as a cucumber. They're hardly ever on the table. Plays games with friends. Once we started showing each other what we look like, they would not start playing. Yeah. That's funny. Read the chat in my phone. Oh. I hadn't even thought of doing that. Yeah, I'll have to... you know what? Maybe I'll do that next time. So if I need to scroll back to something, that would be really handy. I didn't think of trying that. The meme's gone too far. So wait, which meme? The rest in P meme or the list meme? Oh, rest in P, yeah. Alright. Chandra is on the table. Pepe's on the table. Falling into black again. Falling into black is like constantly falling into black. There. Go up in chat. Alright. Extreme zoom again. What am I going up for? Are you getting coal from your coal mine in the hatch farm? Yeah, I am actually a little bit. So I had a couple of hatches in here before, but they died off. I'm not sure whether the duplicants killed them or it was something in an update or bad temperature. But oh, I was getting it. But apparently I ran out of resources. So let's put another storage compactor here. Boop. This is the only hatch I have right now. This little guy. Ooh, and he's actually kind of warm. I forget what temperature hatch is like. But I'm going to fill this up with... they won't eat out of compactors anymore, so I'll just fill this up and then I'll destroy it. And then it'll leave a little pile on the ground and you can eat that for a while. I got a lot of coal out of this guy, actually, over time. The molten metal's at the very bottom of the map next to the pocket of lava. I need more paintings. More paintings. Yeah, I guess I can make some more. Let's do more paintings. Blank canvas. We'll put another one here. Put another one here. Actually, let's cancel this. We'll just cluster them nice and close together. You don't need like a super large number of paintings to keep people happy. The trouble is when they're in the base area, the stress is not an issue. The stress goes down super fast. You don't have to go hog wild with the paintings. The issue is just that I need to build some down in the area where they're digging. Name the hatch John Cena. I wish you could name them. That would be awesome. These are the depressed duplicates that dig the magma and they die. And yeah, you know, well, the trouble is, when they die, all the other duplicates get upset. So if I take the people that are most stressed and then I kill them off, it will just make everyone else upset. And that's no good. We'll have to build a little graveyard soon, I think. Alright, Pig Rider, have I got him on the table? No, I don't. There we go. Carlos, I did notice you. I think I noticed you a couple times already. Unless you said something and I missed it. It's hard to keep track of the stream sometimes. If you use @ and CrypticFox, if you're saying something specifically to me, then it highlights it, so it makes it easier for me to spot it out of all the other things that are happening. If you put a dupe on the maid table, does it also heal their stress? That is a good question. I have no idea. I don't even know if they'll go on the med table if they're not injured. I think that's the trouble, is you can't send them there unless they have some sort of injury. Yeah, all the paintings are like the duplicate version of Mona Lisa. Aw, how cute. Hopefully they're going to put in some more painting varieties, because, you know, just having one is a little lame. Well, I mean, they have the other one they can do that looks like a stick figure, but... What does the fox say? Oh, I was waiting until somebody would actually say that. If I could remember the lyrics, I would sing a little bit of it. Torture you all. Just for mentioning it. Just for mentioning what does the fox say. Alright, let's dig in here. We're going to start digging in the abyssalite a little bit. Things are going to get really toasty now. You're off to bed for some reason. All right, falling into black. Have a good sleep. Thanks for coming and helping to moderate again. I appreciate that. Injuries like scalding. Hint, hint. Yeah, they're going to get charred when they dig in here. Don't you worry. They're almost sure to get roasted because as soon as they dig in here, the steam's going to come boiling out of here. And actually, now that I think of it, if I was going to be prepared, I mean, and who would want to do that? I should probably try to put in some sort of an airlock door here so that I can keep the steam from going all the way up into my base. Yeah, I know they will try to get my attention using it, but at least if somebody's trying to say something directly to me, I'm more likely to see it, hopefully. Don't forget to put on cooling vests. Yeah, I should. I did make a couple of them, right? I think I did. Falling into black is really high on stress again. Let's see. Yes, I did make some vests. So, the trouble is, I can't really decide who's going to be down there yet. I'm just going to let them get scalded a little bit. I feel like we haven't used our rejuvenator much, and I'm kind of missing it. Who's going to... Okay, Apex, please don't encourage that. Falling into black, 64. Who else? OMG, it's Cap. There we go. And lastly, Fluffiest Teddy at 49. Score! Thanks, Carlos. I appreciate that you enjoy the channel. Rest in P for every day. Yeah. Yeah, I should harvest before they come bad, but I have... well, I'm down to 50,000 now. I was over 100,000, so I wasn't really terribly worried about harvesting. Yeah, the water. Yeah, until it turns to steam, and then they'll just be boiling in it. That'll be great. Bring marshmallows. Oh, that's what I should have put on the thumbnail. I used oven mitts, and the like a little stick with a marshmallow on it would have been awesome too. Oh, thank you for the lyrics in case I couldn't remember them. Goes dog goes woof, cat goes meow, bird goes tweet, and mouse goes squeak, cow goes moo, frog goes croak. Yeah. Do I speak any other languages? I do speak some French. I'm not entirely bilingual, but I did take French immersion in school, so I had a bunch of my classes in French, so I can speak a little bit of that. Other than that, I know a bunch of random words in different languages, but nothing that will really get me anywhere. Probably just more into trouble than anything else. It's getting late. I'm going to bed then. Yeah, Jillian, who needs sleep when you could be watching a stream, right? Coming up next will be the official Rest in P merchandise. That'll be available on the web store. We don't take urine as currency. I'm sorry. Can you go up and chat and see the last thing you said? Okay, we're gonna do another crazy zoom because I'm gonna have to scroll again. I can't muck around with my phone here. I'll just say it now. Rest in P. I'll just say it now. Rest in P. I would were it every day. Why I rest in P. I'm confused. I'm sorry. Did he say at CrypticFox or hashtag CrypticFox? They both work, actually. Do I speak Fox? Not fluently, no. No. The trouble is I don't know what the Fox says. Yeah, at CrypticFox or hashtag CrypticFox. They both work. Spanish, English, and a little German. That's awesome. What I've noticed, actually, is people who live in other parts of the world other than North America are far more likely to be multilingual than we are. And it's really kind of a shame, because there's a bunch of people that I've talked to that live in the UK, for example, and with all those countries so closely around them, they often know like 3 or 4 different languages, and I largely feel like an idiot when I only know my own language really fluently. Do you speak well? Yeah. Ah, good old Dory. Andrew, that was awesome. Do I speak Fox? Not really, so cryptic. Are you still going with the lyrics? What does the fox say? My throat's all messed up. I can't sing right now. Oh, we're so close. We're very near. And did I build that airlock yet? No, I forgot. Airlock. Recognize airlock. I probably should do a double airlock here now that I think of it. Because this is going to get messy. Let's go here like this. Do a double airlock. There we go. What am I planning to do with the magma? I'm going to dump some water on it. I'm going to dump some water on it. We're going to turn it into steam. I'm going to let the steam all go up here. It's going to go into this chamber here and melt all the ice, which is going to make more water rush down, which will make more steam. And then I'm really curious to see whether this space will continue to try to push the temperature down. I don't know whether it does once the ice is all melted. And if not, then I'll have to try to figure something else out. Cryptic coyote. Can I do Rubik's Cube? I'm not a coyote. Oh, there's the... Oh, that's igneous rock. Is this what you thought was the melted metal, or was there something else here you saw that was? Because that's like semi-melting rock. That's cool. Don't burn duplicate. Hashtag keep Pig Rider alive. I don't know. Pig Rider's been on like a death run this entire stream, so we'll see what happens with him. I'm actually really curious to see whether he'll die. Not that I should be laughing at that, but you know, it would be funny. Oh, we're so near. As soon as they cut in, this little bit of water will flash into steam. Okay. Let's dig out a little bit more here. We're getting close. It's very near. They're going to start getting... I wonder if I'll even have to dig through this. It doesn't look like the temperature's rising on the other side of the rock, so... Won't the water cool the magma down and solidify? It might. However, then I'll have igneous rock there, which should still transfer the heat. So I think I'll still be okay. We'll find out. Yeah, yeah. Sub to CrypticFox now. It's free. Where did I see that recently? Well, I think it might have been on a PewDiePie video. Imagine transporting log. I was thinking in the game. You used to be able to transport magma. You could pump it up to a different area. But now that they have the whole heat thing in, it just destroys the pump, so it doesn't work anymore. Why don't you build a ladder like they can get it from above? I'm not sure I understand what you mean by get what from above. I should build a ladder in here. Oh no, actually I'm going to send... Eventually what I'm going to do is send some polluted water down this tunnel, so we'll see what happens, but... Can I switch the temperature view? Boom. Look at that. Roasty toasty. Oh. Oh, that's neutronium. Okay, so that's fine. The igneous rock, or like whatever this forms when it melts, we got some polluted water, some super hot abyssalite there. The water's not heating up though, but this is all like super hot down here, except for the neutronium. It doesn't really do anything. Pretty much just gets in the way. Look how cold it is in here. That's crazy. Put Pig Rider in the magma and make juicy bacon. That would be awesome. Sweet. Blackwater, I already noticed you. Time for death. Can I... yep. Yep. I don't know when the game's supposed to come out alpha. I don't think they've announced the date yet. If you want a super chat, just click on the little dollar sign that's below the chat there. And then you put in like an amount or whatever that you want to do for the super chat, and then it will pop up and you'll get that appear. Yeah, this is going to be really tricky digging in this lava, because once I dig out any part of this, it's going to flow into the area. So I'm going to try and maybe do one square at a time, because I think this top part of the pocket will leak in here, and then maybe I'll just leave it. I'm not going to dig the whole thing open, because someone will die. Oh, you can't get in trouble. Oh, I see. Well, that's fine. It's not like it's a mandatory thing. Okay, where did they go? Where did all my people go? Oh, you know what? I don't have a digging job for them, so of course they're up here. Duh. Duh! Okay, I should do some stress control. Let's get Falling into Black on there, even though he went to bed already. MF Prime... No... I gotta switch tables, because switching tables works better. MF Prime, and is it OMG it's capped the next? Chandra, okay. Go get a massage. Oh. Alright, there we go. Build a banner too above to save your people, and then they can dig below it. Oh, yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. Yeah, you know what? Let me see if they will do that. That should work, I think. And, well, it's going to be more than two. They can get two of these tiles, I think, with that one ladder. Let's see what happens. It might actually just burn the ladder up. I'll be curious to see what happens, but... You don't want Pig Rider bacon, huh? Well, I mean, I'm not going to burn anybody intentionally, but... It's almost guaranteed somebody's going to get scalded here. Get a nice cold Coke afterwards. Oh, Pig Rider, they don't really want you to die. They just really want bacon. It's not that they don't like you. It's that they just really like bacon. I should harvest this too, I guess. Before all this goes bad on me. Government's still counting. Well, they should be able to hop onto the ladder, I think. So down here, I did that little ladder that is like 2 squares, and they should be able to hop onto it across that gap, I think. Maybe I shouldn't chance it, because these guys aren't always all that bright. I probably should build it over just to make sure they don't get the genius idea that they should just walk through the lava. Yeah, they can go sideways. They can also walk across the top of the ladder. So if you do like a thing like this, they can walk on it like it's a floor, which is good. Oh, thanks, Carlos. I'm glad you enjoy the channel and the videos and stuff. I have a long way to go, I think, before I could say that I'm among the best, but I do appreciate that you like the channel. They never did build this out. I probably should start to dig this out too, because I'm gonna need some of this water soon. Okay, so up here, How am I going to trap this? I need this to go in a little bit of a cycle where the steam comes up and melts this and lets the water down, but then later I don't want the water to fall. So I think I'll just try to let it all melt out of here. That's a fair amount of water, though. It's going to fill up a fair amount down here. Hopefully it'll be hot enough that I can actually boil it. I guess we shall see. Oh, yeah, there's supposed to be... It's like a... I thought there was a painting that looked like a little bowl of fruit or something, but I have yet to see it. They always paint this one. I don't know why. Maybe their skill isn't high enough to paint the really fancy bowl of fruit. Can you make the ladder from gold? Yeah. I made a gold shower, so I guess I could do a ladder out of gold. Sandstone. Oh, you can't make the ladders out of that. It has to be stone. Oh yeah, the oven mitts on the thumbnail. Yeah, I thought that was funny. It made me laugh, so I figured it was good for a thumbnail. Build 2 doors on the left for steam, 1 on the right for water. Oh, stress vomiting. Who's vomiting? Who yacked? Severin yacked, by the looks of it. Clean up on aisle 6. Actually, there wasn't that much vomit. That was weird. I couldn't have puked that much. Let's get Pig Rider, MF Prime, and Fluffiest Teddy on this thing. Pig Rider, MF Prime, and Fluffiest Teddy. So I'm not sure I understand what you mean by the doors on the left for steam and door on the right for water. Oh, that's right. I meant to put a pump down here too, and I completely forgot about that. Let's put a liquid pump here. And then I'm going to need some piping. And I should probably build the piping here before it gets to the point where I can't do stuff in here anymore. I'm going to need mesh tile here so the water can go through it. I think that'll work, like so. And then I'm going to need piping. If I use insulated pipe, it might not get destroyed by the temperature in here. What can I do piping-wise? Granite, plus 15% overheat. I guess I can do that. Alright, so I got that started, and then I'm going to do some heavy watt wiring in here too, just so that this is all ready to go. Once I actually have some water I want to pump out of here, I don't want to have to keep mucking around in this room. There we go. Yeah, I still have to... Yeah, I'm going to name one of the ice biomes the cryogenic chamber. Maybe I'll do the one... I'll call that one the one that's at the top that has the 2 generators in it. Oh, yeah, Kali Todos, it's... the channel definitely jumped up in subscribers a bit in the last little while. And it's... And to be entirely honest with you, it's all because of this game. The interest in Oxygen Unincluded has been awesome. And the interest in the streams, too, which is great also. Because it's a kind of a fun game to stream. So I'm really happy that people like watching it. But yeah, I've gained like, I don't know, like 2,000 subs in no time flat. It's been great. Fluffy's Teddy... Who was on the table here? So we got MF Prime and we have Pig Rider on the table. 45% and Pig Rider's at 50. Ugh. I need more massage tables again. Well, yeah, I do need to see where the steam forms, but I also need to see where the water is going to form. So, like, up here, it's going to start to melt stuff. And ultimately, once this ice is all gone in here, the water is going to fall to the bottom. There's no avoiding it. I want to put... Eventually, I'm going to have to go in here and plug this off, because I'm going to want the water to stay up top. So I'll use the gas permeable tile in here, so which means I probably should deconstruct this so I don't have to do that later. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Fluffiest Teddy. How's my coal generator? It's they've been doing pretty good actually. So up here, like these are both cool. They're not really drawing a lot of power right now, and this one over here is not really running too much either. They're all cold. So temperature-wise, the only thing that's really producing heat for me right now is my bathroom, but it's actually getting cool air from this this little oxygen chamber I built, which happens to be close enough to an ice biome that it's helping to cool it, which is great because over time these machines in here will warm up. So they're technically getting cool air in here, which is keeping it just on the warm side. The batteries are really the only thing that are hot, but they're not they're not really hot. It's not really a problem down here. Thanks for the advertising, Carlos. It's funny, like lately I've had a number of different people advertising for me. It's great. Oh, I'll never forget the gang. You know, so one of the things that I think is great about YouTube in general is the fact that I can make stuff, people can watch it, and then we can interact, and that's that. I find that's just awesome. Is it better to stream on YouTube or Twitch? That's probably a pretty steady ongoing debate. I really should be using Restream to do streaming on both, I would imagine. The reason I stream on YouTube is because my channel's on YouTube, and that's where all my content is. So it seemed more realistic to not try to split my audience base, so they had to go watch me on a different platform when they could be watching me on YouTube, where they probably already are. Apparently, Twitch has a lot of better features, but I haven't actually tried streaming on it yet, so I don't know. Am I still going to play Rocket League or Astroneer on Xbox One? Yes, I will. Rocket League is something I only play once in a while. I wasn't playing for a bit because they did an update to add in a new game, like a new game style, and it added a lot of lag to the game, so it was really rough to play. I think they've largely cleaned it up now, so I'll probably have another stream again soon where I can play with people online. Please remember when I become the new Markiplier. I will remember all of you. I would like to say I would do that, but my memory stinks. So individual names, there's no way I'm going to remember. I'll just remember all the people that were so great about supporting me as the channel grows, but I don't anticipate it ever getting to the size that Markiplier is. How do I have a hobby? I know, right? I know. Well, the funny thing is, like, the outhouses, when they're running, they have, like, they're normally, like, in the cold range. They're like sub-zero toilets. I don't get it. But the heat in the bathroom is all produced by the shower. Oh, we got puking all over the floor again. Come on. Stop puking. Oh, I got puke everywhere here. Somebody clean all this mess up. I know the stress is getting up there. I know. I've got a couple people on the tables, but who else do we need up there? Fluffy's Teddy. I need Falling into Black in up here again. I mean, once they finish digging around down in that hole down there, it will make things a lot better. So we'll see how it goes. Tiki Nobi is going to stalk me if I forget you. That's pretty funny. In that case, I'm never telling you where I actually live. I'm secretly streaming from Timbuktu. Yes, that is it. That's where I am. 1 shower and 10 busy. It is. I know, right? Can you, like, I can't even handle a household that has 1 shower for 4 people. Never mind 1 shower for 10. Cryptic Kangaroo. That's the name I should have gone with right there. What do I think chlorine will be used for in the future? I'm hoping it'll be water purification as well, yeah. But I'm honestly not sure. The Pukinator. Oh, good grief. I'm doing a good job of making them puke this time. Usually it's not this bad. I get Zevran on there again. Alright, so I think we're ready to cut in down here. Did we get the pump and everything built? Tell me they did. No, they didn't. Come on. These guys are taking their time. I'm going to prioritize this. I don't want them to not get this done for me. You guys do this now. How did I build something there? What was that? There we go. More Snake Pass. Yeah, I'll definitely be playing more of that. I'm really enjoying that game. I think I'm somewhere around halfway through Snake Pass. I have roughly half the levels yet to go. The Puke Charmer. Oh my goodness. I'm too stressed right now, guys. I gotta go. Oh my gosh, not continuing. Thank you for making the Rocky Horror Picture Show reference. Classic. Let's see. We'll put Crazy Dave on here. I haven't seen Rocky Horror Picture Show in ages now. How do you do, I? See, you've met my faithful handyman. All right, Blackwater, thanks for coming and checking out the stream. I appreciate you coming out again. I think you've been in pretty much every stream lately, which is awesome. Thanks so much. Vague kangaroo. I'm not a cryptic kangaroo. I'm just really vague. Hashtag Pukinator. Very nice. From where did I get the name Crazy Dave? There was actually somebody in the stream who was named Crazy Dave. So at the time when we were making duplicates, he was one of the people that wanted a duplicate name. So ta-da, we had Crazy Dave. He's had some adventures with our colony though. He had some really close calls. I'm actually surprised he's still alive. He really should be dead at this point. Get back on the table. I swear I have all 3 of these tables assigned, but I don't see anybody on them. Is everyone? Yeah, they do. Somebody go get a massage. Don't waste my time. Kelly Lotus, you've been on every stream too? Everyone? I don't know. I've had some really vague streams early on. You've been on all of them lately, which is awesome. You're finished making a video. You're now satisfied. Yeah, it's really nice when you can get a video done. Do I watch Rick and Morty? No, I don't think I've seen any of it actually. Crazy Dave is also a character that's like a non-player character that's in Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2. Crazy Dave gives out the missions for the plant side. So I'm not sure exactly where Crazy Dave got the name from specifically, but you can see the name Crazy Dave probably in a bunch of places. Cryptic Klingon, would you support a request materials button for those pesky times when they don't deliver the material needed? Yeah, there's a bunch of things in the game I'd like to see them add. I'm actually curious to see how many different ways you can come up with saying my name. I'm kind of entertained by that. You know what? I haven't really been too worried about tapping a geyser because I know once you tap into a geyser, there's no shutting it off. And the only place that I have geysers is up here. I have 3 of them together. As soon as I break into this space, I'm going to get all the steam and stuff that I need. Oh, check the hatch. Thank you for reminding me. Because I forgot to set up this bin here to store... I wanted to put sandstone in here. So they'll fill it up and I can feed them. Thank you. I totally forgot about that. Yeah. They can still do it before my time runs out. Oh yeah, I'm pretty close now. Even still, if we run a little bit over midnight, it's not really a big deal. I mean, except for those of you who can't stay because it's really late, but... Especially those people in the UK where it's like super early in the morning. It'd be nice to do a stream when it's actually daytime for all of you instead of like super early. Moanel, good morning. You must, if you're saying morning, you must be in Australia, I'm presuming. And the mate was sort of a giveaway too, I guess. Get on, you mate. Will they implement an endgame? I don't know if they will implement an endgame. I don't think that's really the point of the game. I think really the whole thing is just building and surviving, and I kind of like that. I don't think there has to be like a you must accomplish this sort of thing. I think it would be interesting to see what kind of additional variations they put in the game, but I don't know that they specifically need an endgame per se. Okay. There we go. Something got messed up. I think Zevran was assigned to 2 tables at the same time. I need MF Prime on a table. Let's get him up to the... Get him up in the lab and see what's on the slab, as somebody said. My new name is Cryogenic Fox. Things are a little frosty. Ah, let's tap into the lava. Let's go get that. So, they didn't finish building that ladder down here, which I'm not happy with them about. But it should be good enough. Let's dig. Dig this, and dig this. Stress vomiting. I kind of want to be down there to see it dig in. I'm going to let the stress just go crazy for a minute. Because it's not really causing too many problems, I don't think. Oh, they still haven't built this thing yet. What are they waiting for? Wolframite? What am I building out of Wolframite? Ah! I just wasted a whole bunch of Wolframite. Okay, hold on. Plumbing. I'll make it out of gold, I think. We got a gold pump. Nice. Go me. Heavy watt wire. We'll build that out of gold, too. Okay. Hopefully they'll get that done finally. RAP, the duplicate gets caught in the lava. I want to see if somebody gets caught on fire. And then, oh, what I really should do is name a duplicate Marshmallow and then send him down to be the one to dig out the opening. Because I want to see if he catches fire. I don't think they will die from old age, because cycles are only supposed to be days. So you'd have to run an awfully long game before... You'd have the whole inside of this neutronium shell all dug out before they died. They're not coming down here. Come on. Oh, no, come on. Did I do something wrong? What's going on here? Why aren't they coming down here? Are they sleeping? Nope. I don't want to miss them. Oh, there's the sleep. I don't want to miss them digging into the lava. Yeah, I'll come back to a broken base. Like the hydrogen generator will have exploded, and the beds will be on fire, and all the plants will be dead, and the oxygen won't be working. That'd be great. Hi, Jason, Jackson Ebert, Max Gamer 204. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of people on my friends list now, so it's hard to kind of remember it all. It would be nice if you could prioritize the building materials. Thank you for the @Cryptic Corgi. Kryptos vulpes in Greek, cryptic and scientific name for fox. Oh, that's interesting. Hashtag roasted duplicants. Yes. I haven't set to harvest. They're just not digging it out yet. They're getting at it eventually. Hi, Applejack Daniels. Yes, you did make it to a stream. Welcome. Hi, Kai Peterson. Melon Ninja. Melon Ninja. Man, I haven't seen you around in ages. Assuming you're the real Melon Ninja. If you are, can you stand up so we know? Magma. I know. I'm working on the magma. Oh, they went to the bottom. Okay, good. Hold on. Scroll down. Go faster. I thought you said they went to the bottom. There's nobody down here. Where did they go? Okay, here they go. Let's find out what these guys are up to. Okay, you guys are so close. Like, just go down here and dig a little bit. No. Oh, they must have been delivering gold for this thing. They're digging that out. That's good. That's good. Now he's building a ladder, which they weren't doing before. It took them forever. Cryptic Mingle. What do I use to stream? I'm actually using I'm using my Elgato to do the streaming. And it has its own software that it comes with. And it's the same thing they use for doing normal recordings. Cryptic, no, don't make me do it. I really would like to change something. Oh, look at that. We've already got Steam. That was fast. How about you forget about this now, because you're going to get roasted. It's Crazy Dave, too. That'd be funny. Crazy Dave roasted. All right, so we've got steam forming, which is good. It's going to take a little while for all this to kind of... And actually, it's interesting. The magma is not solidifying, and the temperature is going down, but not super fast, so that's good. So we'll get some steam built up in here. This will eventually rise up, and it will come out this opening at the top, hopefully. And then we'll start getting this all melted out. It's already... Some of it's even condensing already. That's strange. Oh, no. We got all kinds of people making a mess up here now. All right, let's get this mopped up. We'll go down and check on the steam in a minute. We'll see how that's progressing, because I want to get it to kind of go up into that cold space. And we'll see if we can get some condensation in there. It's going to take a little bit for the steam to build up in any significant amount, though. Oh, no, don't clean that. Ugh, cancel. In the meantime, I probably should take care of somebody's stress level. Crazy Dave got super stressed. Imagine that. He was standing over top of molten rock, cutting his way in so they could flow out, and for some reason he got stressed. I have no idea why. Pepe as well. How about Jack Daniels? I'm glad the tutorials were helpful. They've actually gone over really well. I'm kind of happy about that. I think a bunch of people found them kind of useful, which is great. I want to actually do some more of them, but had a little bit of a gap there. I should do some more. I was hoping for one roasted duplicate. I don't think they even got scalded, which is really weird. Oh, Melanator, yeah. I had a big gap in playing Ark, and when I went back, the whole thing was already wiped out and taken over by another tribe. So they set up shop in the same place where we were. If I go back and play Ark again, I'm going to go and play the Scorched Earth, because I haven't tried that yet, so it'll be a new experience for me. Whereas the island I had actually played a year before. Oh, who got out of bed to make a mess? Come on. Do I have anything I call my subscribers? Thank you again for the super chat, Tiki Toby. No, I don't actually. Not really, anyway. I haven't really given any thought to having a specific name for the group of subscribers I have, other than people that subscribe. But feel free to toss out ideas if you guys want to be called something. Jinja, thanks so much for coming and checking out the stream. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it. And Tristan Wright, good night to you as well. Everybody's going to be heading off to bed now that we finally dug into the magma. How do you cool gases to liquids? Your gas lines always break. Yeah, so you don't want to cool it into a liquid while it's in the line, because now that the thermal update is out, it will break it. You need to do it inside of a space. So you have a couple of options. I mean, I'm going to try and use this frozen biome here to help out. Okay, I'm actually a little concerned now. Everybody's making a mess. What is going on? Oh. Yeah. All right, so in focusing on the magma, I didn't pay attention to my filtration medium. Enable this. Can I cancel that? Enable. There we go. I wasn't paying attention to my filtration medium, and my toilets ran out of sand in order to filter, so now all my duplicates are peeing on the floor because they don't have access to a working toilet. Dope! How about cryptids? Cryptions? It's got to be something that at least rolls off the tongue a little bit. If I want to help on Ark, yeah. When I was playing on Ark before, I just kind of opened it up to anybody that wanted to come onto the server, because I was playing on a public server. So a whole bunch of people came and they kind of set up shop and built all their kind of cool stuff there, which is handy. I'm still going to play Astroneer, but probably not tomorrow. I'm kind of waiting for another update to come out. Something that adds a little bit more interest to the game. I was super hyped for that game when it came out, and I had a lot of fun with it, but I'm already at the point where I've kind of explored everything. So I'm probably not going to be playing it as much anymore. At least until they do some more updates, and then I'll go check out the kind of cool stuff they've added. The hatch needs some food. Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Let's empty this, and then deconstruct. And that'll give him a little pile of food so he can eat. I keep forgetting about the hatch. Whoever it is that keeps remembering, Bullet, thank you for reminding me. I'm not sure if it was either reminding me before or if it was somebody else, but... Carlos, thanks again for coming to check out the stream. I know there's a bit of a delay there, but... Probably shouldn't use crypt. It sounds like all my subscribers are dead people. Yeah, that maybe wouldn't be a good thing. Alright, this filter's working again, so the shower's working. That's good. That's all flowing again. They got through the wastewater quick. Nice. Cryptic Cubs? I don't know. I mean, it doesn't have to be something that has cryptic in it, I guess. Chandra, 93%. Ugh, I'm doing a terrible job of managing stress tonight. Falling into black, 73. And Fluffy's Teddy at 66. Lots of people are saying cryptic kits. Oh, that's interesting. Do the nay-nay. You're going to watch me whip, too? Actually, interestingly enough, the steam is not getting out of this area. There's so much polluted oxygen above it that the steam can't even get out. I was not expecting that. I'm not going to lie. It looks like it's actually just recondensing here in the same space. It's like this area was cool enough. I'm going to need to dig more of this magma out, I think. So we'll send somebody back into the scorch zone and get them to dig out more exposed magma. I don't know the nay-nay, sorry. You did a drawing about rest in P. Is that what's in the Discord chat? Is that the picture you put up? Who's at 87? Chandra. It says he's still on the table, but he's not there. Come on. Yeah, you were right about the steam. It should have built up higher than that, though. I'm surprised that the gases that are above it are actually enough to hold it down. It's spreading, but it's not spreading quickly. And it's actually condensing faster than I thought it would, too. The crikey cubs. You're falling asleep watching it as your bedtime. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard when I'm doing a late night stream. I don't imagine you're the first person who's fallen asleep. I'm actually really impressed that no duplicate has died yet. I thought for sure someone would be toast sooner than this. I could, you know what I probably could do is set up a gas pump to pump out some of that gas. Still really low on filtration medium. Yeah, I definitely am. I need to dig up some more sand. It's all granite. I might actually be... I'm getting really low on sand. Oh, that would figure. I put my sandstone on top of the sand. Go me. Let's take this out. There's a little bit of sand there. Very soon, I'm going to have to do something else with this, because this isn't going to work long term. I need sand now. And it doesn't look like there's really too much of it left in the main area. Supposedly they added sand in other areas you could go out to, but I haven't run into it yet. I won't lie. This is not working. I'm getting steam, and it's condensing into water, which is all fine and dandy. But I think I'm going to need to actually pump the steam out of here. All right, let's set up... where are we here? Go into plumbing. We will set a gas pump in here. I'm going to set it right about here, so as it makes the steam, I can grab it. And then I'll use insulated piping. I'm going to need a ladder. Let's get a ladder out here. Clean polluted air, yeah. No trouble at all. Oh, you know what? I probably should build a ladder for these guys too so they don't die. They might appreciate that. Oh, cancel that. Build a ladder over here. If I can build a gas pump here, then maybe I can just pump the steam up, and I'll pump it up into the cold area up here. Let's see what happens. I'm really surprised it's condensing this quickly, though. Yeah, the hard part is going to be building the hot room to do the sand production. Because I've noticed that you largely can't you can't get things hot enough just by using the machinery, because it all starts to break. Do I need a fresh water source like those guys? I'm not really too worried about the fresh water yet. It's more that I'm generating polluted water that now I'm not filtering, which isn't great. No, my cryptic caterpie. Jeez. No. You know what's funny is you never really get enough hydrogen production to keep this thing going steady. I have 3 electrolyzers in here and only 1 pump pumping out the hydrogen, and it's still not enough to keep this thing fed constantly. It's not really a viable power method, I don't think. It's nice for like short bursts of power, but I can never get enough production to keep it steady. Oh, cryptic wannabes just sounds bad. That sounds like you... Sounds like you're a wannabe. I picked the standard material for ladder. Did I? Tell me I didn't make it out of, like, obsidian. No, it should be fine. Yeah, it's not fluctuating so much as it's going down. 15.2. Oh, no, it is fluctuating. That's interesting. Initially it was going down, and now it's... You're right, it is fluctuating. Let's take this too. Let's take all this out. I should probably do this stuff last, though, so they have a place to stand. We should vote after stream. I put vote cryptic kits. Well, I'll tell you what. If you guys want to come up with a name to name the subscribers or whatever, then you can go over to the Discord channel, and in Discord, you can Crixes, like in CrypticFox. Crixes. That's an interesting name. If you go over to the Discord, though, you guys can maybe vote on it over there and let me know what you come up with. Pair of large batteries that feed my geyser water pump powered airlock. Yeah, there's actually there's so many variations on what you can do in this thing. I really just have it kind of hooked it up to the same power grid that feeds the pump, so periodically the gas that they're producing feeds the power that needs to run the pumps, but foxy friends. The waving block next to the lava is actually some rock that's close to melting. So, where is it here? This one here, it's igneous rock that's at 1395 degrees. I'm not sure what the melting point is for the igneous rock. Maybe it's 1400 because that's what this stuff is. No, can't be because that's not melted. But this is, when it's doing this, it's something that's melting. Or on the verge of it anyway. You have a room with 15 plus hatches. That's crazy. How did you get so many hatches together in one place? Okay, I need to dig here now. See how that goes. cryptic subs. I don't know. I think everyone's trying too hard for the cryptic thing. I mean, when you look at like I don't even know what people call their subs and other things. I know like PewDiePie calls his people the Bro Army or whatever. But it has nothing to do with the name PewDiePie. I don't think it really has to be something that's like specifically cryptic based. Oh, 100% stress. Maybe I should pay attention to that for a moment. Pepe, OMG, it's cap. And Crazy Dave. I feel like there's not really that big of a hindrance when they hit max stress anymore, though. You have five geysers in pockets around your base? I had like 3 in one pocket. It's way up at the top. Well, it says melting point is 1200 degrees Celsius, but those other ones are showing that effect that makes it look like it's melting, and they're already at like 1400, so I don't know what the deal is. Yeah, someone might get trapped in the magma if I dig that out. Hehe. Oh. Look at that, it made sand. I dug it out, and it fell into the magma and turned it into sand, like, right away. Oh, you know what? Let me build... I don't know if this is going to work. I'm going to try and build and leave a little opening here so that magma can flow in underneath. And then try dropping dirt in here and see if I can use it to make sand. What do we got going on now? Oh, I got my pump ready. Let's maybe do some little gas piping. Oh, I have no power down here. What am I thinking? I have to do a little manual generator just to run this thing. Alright, I'm going to stick the steam like right here and see what happens. Oh, I thought I did switch to Abyssalite. Did I not? Hold on. No, I didn't. You're right. That's what I meant to do. I don't know if this is going to work. They may not even be able to reach that, but I'm kind of hoping that the water will give them a little... There's more... Oh, nice. As it's turning into steam, it's making sand for me. And lots of it. Oh, that's igneous rock. Okay. Alright, I'm not sure what's going to happen here. So hopefully this will turn into sand. Like this did. That would be cool. Got my own little filtration thing going on. I think I just built that ladder out of Abyssalite. It's the non-conductive ladder. Am I going to play anything else tonight? No, after this... well, at least not on stream. I'm gonna shut this down. I'll probably go into the Discord and chat for a few minutes after the stream ends, and then I'll call it a night, most likely. Hounds. Fox and the Hound Dog. Hashtag Daves. That's funny. The irony of that is my name is actually Dave. I'll still need power for the filter. Well, it's still powered up top. Oh, yeah, here I will, yeah. Well, this is just a pump, though. So I'm going to wait for them to build all the piping and stuff before I do anything. I want to see what they're going to do, what I can do with this sand down here. Because it would be really good if I could... Oh, that's actually magma flow. Oh, he's standing in the magma. How did he not catch on fire? Heat stroke. I haven't even seen heat stroke before. That's cool. All right, hold on. Let's get... I should probably assign Dave to the table up here, or the regenerator if he's got heat stroke. I don't know if it'll work for him or not. Things like hypothermia and heat stroke, I don't think you can cure. You actually have to just cool them down. Boom, hashtag Daves. Missing string elements .brick .name. Well, that's a really good thing to have there. That's amazing. Thank you. I think the igneous rock was turning into sand and it didn't give it a name. Oh, this is all turning into igneous rock. It's all cooling down. That's interesting. It's still hot, though. I mean, it's still enough to turn the water into steam on its surface. There's some more sand forming there, even though it says it's a missing string name. All right, so we're getting sand formation down here regardless. I don't even have to do anything crazy. That's kind of cool. Sweet. Still living duplicate? Yeah, nobody died, oddly enough. I was actually really surprised by that. That Cryptic Dave just doesn't sound right. Yeah, no. What is my favorite show? That's a good question. Lately, probably Black Sails. Although I definitely watch... I watch stuff like The Walking Dead and... Oh, you know what? Probably my favorite one right now is Silicon Valley. That just cracks me up. Gotta love broken code or incomplete. Yeah, well, it's still an alpha, right? So you're gonna run into stuff like that. There was a bug before where when you disassembled doors, you'd end up with this weird, unnamed metal block kind of thing. Oh, you got scalded. Yay, we have burning going on. Huzzah! I think this is supposed to be sand right here, though, because that's what this one is. Big penny. We'll see what they get out of it, though. Hopefully when he digs it out, he'll get some sand. Apparently it's super hot sand, though. And they're not even building the piping. We're getting good water generation down here, though. So if I can... I don't know. I thought I would get more steam flowing upwards than I'm getting, but I'm really not. Just dig all this out. Oh, somebody vomited in the magma. What is going on here? His vomit turned into igneous rock. Yeah, please don't advertise in the chat. Cryptic coral walking dead. Oh, look at all the water. Oh, Zevran's not happy. Oh, good. He's adding to the water supply. Excellent. I can dig all this stuff out, I guess. Dig it all out. Give me all the goods. I need more ladder, though. Build more ladder down here. Stress, I know. Well, the stress is already at 100%. I'm not really all that worried about it anymore. I just let their stress go wild. They can do what they want to, and then we'll clean it up later. It's not going to hurt any of them, ultimately. The scalding is probably the thing that's going to be more dangerous. Obsidian. Oh, always with the obsidian. Alright. Plumbing. I want, let's go with insulated pipes. Use regular stone. Oh, not that. Gas pipe. No, insulated gas pipes. I want to use regular stone, sedimentary rock. I'll go like this. Connect up to all the obsidian I built up here. There we go. Yeah, so when it turns into steam, it leaves behind the dirt, and that dirt is turning into sand. Now, I don't know what kind of volume of sand it's leaving behind. It looks like 63 grams, so it doesn't leave a lot, and that's the trouble. So you end up having to do a lot with it, but we'll see how it works out. At least it's giving me some supply of sand that I didn't have before, but I really should try to do something that. I wonder what happens if you take a storage container that's above magma and you destroy the storage container so the contents fall into the magma. I wonder if they'll make one of these fallen block things and make it into sand. I don't know. Yeah, I've got lots of vomiters going on right now. I'm the official puke charmer, I guess. In my defense, though, I don't normally run the puke version of the colony. I think when this cycle ends, we're past midnight now, Eastern time, so we've already been streaming for more than 2 hours. When this cycle ends and the duplicates go to bed, I think I'm going to call it a wrap on the stream for tonight, and then I'll do some experimenting between videos on what is going on there. Oh yeah, that's right. I had more water up there. Oh, look at all that sand forming. Igneous rock everywhere. All right, this is all gonna get dug out. You know what? I should get rid of this. This is not helping. But I'll play around with the magma in between. I'll see if I can figure out a more convenient way to do the sand room, because the way it is right now with it, it's constantly forming the igneous rock on me, and I don't necessarily want that to be the case. I mean, the igneous rock will cook and then turn in... It should turn into sand, I think, but... Yeah, let's not call each other seamen. That would be bad. Oh my god, that would be awful. Holy, this is going to fill up with so much water. I'm going to run out of room for gas. -4 degrees. Oh my goodness, this is all... This whole pocket of magma is all going to solidify on me. So much of our magma. I put too much water in here now. I don't even have steam forming now. Awful. Awful. I let too much water in there. Durr. Yeah. Well, more water plus lava makes more rock. See, all the lava's now just turned into rock on me. It's hot enough now that it will still make steam. If I can get them to destroy all this stuff, it might actually be considered unreachable now. I hope not. So if I can get enough exposure on this rock, it will still produce steam. You can see it all building up in here now, but this is definitely not ideal. Grr. No dead duplicates though. I'm surprised by that. I thought for sure someone was gonna get burned up. All right, I'm gonna need to play around with this. We're gonna need to dig out some more lava. Actually, this is all underneath neutronium. I can't get to that stuff. Darn. I kind of wasted it. Let it all solidify. No. All right, so I think the trick is if I want to use lava next time, I should probably try to control the volume of water that's going to fall onto it, and that will make things a lot more easy to manage because it won't solidify so quickly. This is still super hot, but it's cooling down fast. It's not going to take long before this isn't hot enough to produce steam anymore. Now that it's no longer connected to, something that is magma. So ultimately we did get some steam. We got some water out of it, but I didn't ultimately get to use it the way that I wanted to. So I'm going to need to kind of toy around with it a little bit, see if we can get something else figured out. But I think I'm going to call it a wrap for tonight. We finally got down and made some use with that lava. I'm really surprised nobody caught on fire. We got a little bit of scalding, but nobody was really all that injured. But still, it was fun. I appreciate everyone for coming out to the stream and checking it out. I glad you all enjoyed it and you were engaged in the chat. That's my favorite part of streaming, is getting to kind of talk to all of you while I play, because frankly, talking to myself all the time while I play gets a little boring. So it's nice that you can do that. If you are interested in chatting with each other or continuing any conversations, then we do have a Discord set up that Golden King set up for me, so you can go over there. The link should be below in the description. Thank you to everyone who used the super chat to make a donation. That's fantastic. I really appreciate that. Tiki Toby in particular, I lost track of the number of super chats you used, but it was a good chunk of them, I think. So thank you to everyone again for coming out. I very appreciate that. I'm, as always, CrypticFox. If you haven't subscribed to the channel and you do enjoy the content, then certainly consider clicking that subscribe button, coming back and checking it out more. I'll see all of you next time.